Wow. Everybody see this?
Marshall, check your feed. Make sure we are on the right. On Facebook, I check YouTube.
It
We
just
up.
came up.
Yeah, we
Oh, this
live.
came on. Okay, no sign. Right. All right, Marshall. Oh, sorry. Take your registry and present thyself.
Mausar, Banyahara, Banyashara.
Bawasar, Yahanna, SHALAM.
Now Bashem Yashabaktan.
I.S.U.P.K.
Banyashara.
Israel, Marshall. All right. Father with Don, we should face the east. Sorry.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Avanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Balapaka. Baba'ah. Wasazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Gawah. Hayah. Bashabayam. Nafalam. Salakia. Nafalam Nawah. Lakam. Kal. Yamam. Wa Salak Lanawa. Ka wa Nawa. Ka Salak Nawa. Ka wa Yanawa. Wala Daba Yaanawa. Bana Sayaywan. Abal. How was Sanaiwa? Mayan. Rai. Kayam. Wakam. Hamalakwa. Waha Allah. Wa Hatapa Arab. La awalayam. Aman.
This Lord's Prayer in English. Our
Father,
which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
On earth.
As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Give us our debts. As we give our debt. It is not temptation. Deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom. The power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. Wayashuralam. Wahab Bayah Saparium. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. The water. Amen.
This is blessed Israel. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Bless us. Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you.
So be it. Prayer to the power in Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shah. Nathalanawa. Bakak. La Rapah. Kal Makadak. Wakal Manawa. Bakak. La Nahar. Ha Masazarayim. Bakak. La Hakwayam. Hamatayam. Bakak. Al Rakawa. Ha Tama Allah. La Gershon. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai. The water. Amen.
This is the prayer for the power in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of
In the
Yahushua.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Ashah. Salakia. Ayanya. Al-Harayam. Mahayan. Taba'ah. Azariah. Ma'ai. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waharashisa. Al-Yapan. Lamawat. Wagalka. Ayanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shalomar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shamakah. Yahweh. Tazalakah. Aliyah. Yum Yakah. Ya wa Mam. Ha Shamash. La'ah. Ya Kakah. Wa Yarubah. Wa Yarak. Ba Layala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makal. Rai. Yashamar. Napashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Tazalakah. Waka. Aifa. Wa Awalam.
This is Psalms 121 in English. I will lift my eyes into the hills. Which cometh my help. My help coming from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. You will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forward. Even evermore. This is Psalm 83. In the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al-Damiyalaka. Al-Takarash. Wa'al. Ashakwat. Al. Yahanna. Abiyabika. Yahamba Yawam. Ra'ash. Al-Imaka. Yahweh. Sawadah. Wa'etha Yatazawa. Al-Tazabawanyaka. Amawa. Akawa. Wanakagadam. Magawa. Wala'ah. Yasakar. Shem Yasha'ala. Awada. Kaya. Dawatazawa. Labah. Yakadwa. Al-Yakah. Arya. Yakarathwa. Ahayil. Anawam. Yawashimai. Ayam. Mababa. Agoriyam. Labal. Wamawan. Wamalak. Alashak. Amishabia. Mazawar. Gamashawar. Alawak. Aimar. Ayawa. Zerawai. Ishabia. Mazawar. Bayalawat. Selah. Ashlaham. Kamajan. Sasara. Hayawa. Gama. Adama. Shaitanwa. Nada. Yamagwa. Kara. Wakazaba. Wakazazal. Mana. Kana Shukangwa. Hashar. Amawa. Narashat. Nanawa. Nahawa. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shaitanwa. Nagagla. Kwash. Hayaraqua. Ka'ash. Sabariya Ira. Wakazaba. Alahat. Ariyam. Khan. Dardakma. Sa'arika. Wabasab. Wapapka. Abalaham. Wala'ah. Hayaham. Malawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shabka. Yahal. Yabashwa. Wayabahalwa. Wayai. Waykaparwa. Wayabagwa. Wayadawa. Kaya. I.S.U.P.K,
SHALAM,
Yahanna,
Yahanna,
I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K,
I.S.U.P.K. All right. There's also the Psalm 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
They that hate thee.
They have lifted up their head.
Have lifted up their
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
They consulted.
And consulted.
Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden
They have
ones.
said.
They have said,
Come.
Come.
And let's cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being the nation.
From being the nation.
In the name of Israel.
In the name of Israel.
No more remembrance.
No more remembrance.
We have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
Tabernacles of Edom.
Tabernacles of Edom.
The Israelites.
Israelites.
Of Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarim.
And Hagarim.
The Baal.
The Baal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur.
Ashur.
Is also joined with them.
Is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of life.
They have hope in the children of life.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sarah.
As to Sarah.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
Had to bring a key sign.
Had to bring a key sign.
Which perished and endured.
Which perished and endured.
That became as dung for the earth.
That became dung for the earth.
Make the nobles like Oreb.
Make the nobles like
As
Oreb.
the Eve.
As the Eve.
Yea.
Yea.
All the princes of Zabah.
All the princes of Zabah.
And Zamunah.
And Zamunah.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The house of Yahweh.
The house of Yahweh.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stumble before the wind.
As a stumble before the wind.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the fire burns the wood.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
Persecute them.
Persecute
With
them.
thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill thy faces with
They
shame.
seek thy name.
They seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
And men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
That thou.
That thou.
The name alone.
The name alone.
Is Yahweh.
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 The Most High.
The Most High.
Of all the earth.
Of all the earth.
Sarge, Mr. Turn, Shabby, Mr. Be seated. All right, let's clap it up. Most High Christ. Welcome to this is not the welcome to our Sabbath service. This is the Lord's Sabbath service, beginning at sunset today until actually the evening tomorrow. This is our regular service we do on Saturdays, actually Saturday morning. However, because of the brothers and sisters who are leaving for the Southern Cookout up in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. That's right.
Because they're in Nashville, Tennessee, we went ahead because most of our brothers and sisters also was leaving out tomorrow to go up there for the cookout for this for the weekend. Man, we have there's a lot, tons of activities going down. The brothers already was out there. I don't know if anybody's seen them on Facebook, but them brothers already out there warring. They out there warring on the streets of Nashville, teaching our people, waking up the dead. You understand? So I'm Officer Kaz. To my right hand, my far right, we got Yahweh Yadai. And our main man in the middle, the Trooper Mawasar. Man, clap it up for the brothers. I thank these brothers, man, who came in and had an excellent Lashawan Kodash class, man. I mean, brother, you get people involved, man. This is our culture. He's trying to give back. You give them the Lashawan Kodash every Friday. Every Friday, Lord willing, we have this Lashawan Kodash giving you back your actual Hebrew language, our true language, and he's doing an excellent job. Officer Dar is not here with us. He is also already him and his rig or their family went up to the cookout. So Lord bless them, all the brothers and sisters that traveled up this far. You understand? It's a real heavy thing that we're doing, and the Lord, the water for the Most High, for leading us to do this. Again, welcome to the Sabbath service, which the Lord said, come to the Sabbath, have a holy convocation, come together with each other, praise the Lord, and eat and be blessed. I want everybody to turn, if you have your scores on you. But got anything you got to say, brother? Can we get out? Most High Christ. So I can get everybody in these scores, we're going to do something unorthodox. We're going to Deuteronomy 28. I think it's very important to go over this in Deuteronomy 28. We're going to start at verse 15. We're going to read the first 7 verses in the Hebrew. I'm also going to start reading off a little bit ways. And Yahweh Doc, can you pick up from halfway?
Go.
All right, Most High Christ. All right. So we can go to Deuteronomy 28. We're going to start at verse 15. If you have any questions on Facebook or YouTube, definitely go ahead and ask your questions. We get it out there. If you're always coming to our page, man, share, like the page. You know what I'm saying? Share, like, that's how I get the algorithms up. That's how this word get out to the people. Understand? We have to get out. We have to wake up our people. And right now, the Black and Spanish Native Indians, those are our people we're trying to wake up to. All right, because we got to give you back our identity, your identity. And we got to give you back your culture. Because how many know without an identity and without a culture, you have no idea who you are lost. That's why we are called the lost tribes of Israel. But thank the Most High that General Yahanna did not drop his sword, and he kept this thing going. So now that you and I can know who we are to this day. You understand? So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and continue with the first 2015, first 7 verses. All right, brother? Go ahead and read.
Okay. Deuteronomy 28 and 15 in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Wa Haya. Wa Haya.
oh, Slakia, Wa Haya, La, Sashabai, Bakwa, Yahweh, Allah Hayak, La Shamar, La Ashara, Wa Yashara, Wa Shawa, Ka, Matazaratha, Thaya, Thayawa, Wa Kakra, Wa Thaya, Wa Zara, Kora, Kowa, Zara, Ashar, Anakaya, Anakia, Matazarak, Ayaram, Slaki, Wabar, Wabawar, Ala Yak, Ala Slaki, Al Yak, Kal, Al Yaka, Kal, Hakwalara, Hakwawath, Slaki, Hakwalara, Wa, Ha'ala, Wahasha, Garak,
Do 16 and 17, I take away 18.
okay. Ara, Saki, Ara, Yar, Atha, Ba'ayara, Wa'ara, Yara, War, War, Atha, Bayar, Atha, Vashada,
Verse 17.
War, Sanak,
Yes.
Slaki, Tanak, Wamasha, Shara, Thak.
Give him a hand. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 18 in the Hebrew. War, Parayah, Ba, Tanak, Wa, Parayah, Damathak, Shagar, Al Payak, Al Payaka, Wa'aish, Thar, Wath, Anak, verse 19. Our war, Af, Baba Akah, Salakia. Our war, Af, Ba, Taza Afka, verse 20. Yasharlak, Yahweh, Ban, Af, Ha, Ma'ar, Salakia, Ha, Mara, Af, Ha, Mahawa, Salakia, Ha, Maha, Wama, Wa'af, Ha, Maga'ira, Bakal, Mashal, Ma, Salah, Yadak, Ashar, the Aisha, Aid, Shamadka, Wa'aid, Abaidka, Mahar, Mapanya, Ra'ai, Ma'al, Layak, Ishar, Tazazah, Bath, Tazab, what is it? Izab, Thanya, verse 21. Verse 21, this is Yah, Dabak, Yahweh, Ban, Af, Hadabar, Aid, Lafwa, Salakia, Kalafwa, Af, Ka, Ma'al, Ha, Adamah, Ashar, Atha, Ba, Shema, La, Rashaf.
That's all right, clap it for him. Back to verse 15. We're going to do the first 7 verses in English. Start at verse 15.
Okay. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass.
We do what?
But it shall come to pass.
The key word is, but it shall come to pass. Shall, see, and it's going to happen. You know, it's a prophetic word. It shall happen. It's going to happen. Go ahead.
It's like it said, like, most definitely.
It's most definitely going to happen. Once we keep reading, you'll see it most definitely happened to us. Keep going.
Okay. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't know what hearken means, hearken, if you don't listen, hearken the old Quaker English word, or whatever case may be, is the old English word for listening. Do not start hearken unto the voice of the Most High God. Go ahead.
Of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments.
Just a little bit of them.
All his commandments.
Some of them.
All his
You
commandments.
want to.
All his
You have to
commandments.
do all the commandments. Every one of them, from not eating shrimp, pork, and lobster, to not celebrate your own birthday. You understand? All the commandments. It's almost 613, 615.
613?
613 commandments that we have to follow. You understand? A lot of people say they cannot keep. I can't follow the commandments. I can't keep all of them. But some of them don't pertain to you. Understand? If you're not a priest and officer, some of the things don't pertain to you. If you're not a female, brothers, something doesn't pertain to you. Brothers, sisters, for brothers, some of those things don't belong to you because you're a sister. So by you saying you can't keep all the commandments, that's horseradish. That's BS. You can't keep it, and it's not that difficult.
Right.
You understand? Well, what's so hard about not killing your brother? What's so hard about not being jealous of your brother? What's so hard about not shaving your beard? You understand? These things are not hard. Keep going.
So like y'all
Go ahead.
got based on what you just said, you know what I'm saying? I got a precept, Matthew chapter 5, verse 48.
Go ahead.
Be ye therefore perfect.
Do?
Perfect.
Your Christian church said you can't be perfect, though.
Be ye therefore perfect.
Go ahead.
Even as your Father is in heaven is perfect.
So why is he telling you to be perfect as your Father in heaven, but your Christian church and your pastor and your grandmama telling you can't be perfect? Something's wrong with that. There's the contradiction right there. So we must say either the scriptures are wrong or we wrong. But it says, be ye therefore perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. So we expect you to be perfect. But what can you be perfect in? These laws, statutes, commandments. That's what the brother just bringing out. You have to be perfect in those laws, statutes, and commandments. Then you're perfect. Now, do we do things wrong in life? course you're gonna do some things wrong, right? You make a right turn, some a left turn. When you get mad, when you shouldn't get mad, of course. Those things not breaking the commandments. Now, when you eating shrimp, pork, and lobster, that's breaking the commandments. When you celebrate your birthday, you celebrate Christmas, those are breaking the commandments, and the Lord is not happy with that. And all these things, if you're not hearkening, like listen, these things that we're going to read further on shall come to pass. I mean, they will come to pass if you're not perfect. You understand? As the general was bringing up last night in the class, if you teach your children, if you love your children, you ought to teach them to be perfect. Teach them the laws of the Most High God if you love your children. Most of us don't love our children. We say we do with our mouth. As the scriptures say, you draw close to them in your mouth, but your heart is far from him. So although you love your children by your lips, but yet you don't give them what thus said the Lord for them to be perfect.
Oh, God.
You understand?
Oh,
so we have to give them the things to be perfect. And we're going to continue reading these things. All right, go ahead.
Okay. And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
The Lord commands us to do these statutes, man. He's not saying that this is a selective thing. He's commanding you to do them things. The Lord commands you to do something. That means you do it. You got two options. You do it and you live, you don't do it and you die. That's just two options right there. Keep going.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
He says curses. All these curses will come upon you. Keep going.
And overtake thee.
Overtake you. What does overtake thee mean? What does that mean? You might say, what if all these things will overtake thee? What does that mean? Of course, I want you guys to put it in an illustration. If something overtakes thee, what does it do?
It's like y'all want.
Go ahead, bro.
Overtake, definition, verb, catch up with and pass while traveling in the same direction. Becoming greater or more successful than.
Becoming greater and more successful than. Go ahead.
Second definition, especially of misfortune comes suddenly or unexpectedly upon.
That's right. A lot of these curses a lot of the things that we do, and the curses come upon us, it overtakes us. Name me some of the curses that can possibly overtake us that you think. Give me some curses. Give me one of them. Go ahead, bro.
We in Atlanta, I'm just gonna go ahead and say homosexuality.
It'll come upon you, and because you become homosexual, you live with AIDS and you die. It came upon you. Just imagine you running down the street and somebody comes up and just overtakes you. Just comes and barrel on you, just jumps on you and takes you over. That's what these curses, these curses that the Lord said, if you don't hearken unto my voice, these are what these curses are going to do unto you. All right, they're going to come and chase you down. Keep going. Verse 17. I'm sorry, verse 16.
Okay. Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
We already cursed in the cities, man. You got to see a cop shooting us down in the middle of the street in the city, man. Chicago, New York, down in Miami. I mean, you see it every day, even in Atlanta. You see all our rappers in these cities. It used to be the whole thing about leaving your city when you're making it big. Oh, you want to leave your city? You got big, now you want to leave your city. I guess it turns out those brothers who got big and left the city were smart. Because right now, those same people who stay in their city are dying in their city, get killed in their cities.
That's right.
You understand? They get killed, taken out by the same people you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Because we're disobeying the Lord's word and we're going to flaunt. And so all these curses come upon us and they overtake us in the cities and in the field. You know what I'm saying? Curses shall be in the city. Keep reading.
So like I got a precept based on what you talking about with these curses.
Okay.
If I could, Malachi chapter 2, verse 2, I'll read it for time's sake. It says, if you will not hear and if you will not lay it to heart to give glory unto my name, saith the Lord of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Yea, I have cursed them already because ye did not lay it to heart.
You didn't lay it to heart, man. These curses will come upon you, man. All the stuff that you want to do is you're not gonna be able to benefit from that because you don't listen. That's a great precept too, man.
All
right. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 17. Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Anybody break that down? You was in class last night, you should hear that. The baskets. While you're in these cities and while you're in the field, you have what you call this basket that you put all your stuff in. Put all the fruits in, put all the stuff in. But yet your basket is going to be cursed, which means you have nothing in your basket. You can't put nothing in because nothing is producing. That's how you be cursed in the baskets. Right now, you're cursed in the baskets. Our bank account, that's our basket. Most of us looking in our bank account, we have nothing in there. It's negative. You understand? And this is our basket right now because we've been cursed. But yet we're working. We're working every day. We're slaving every day, every second.
We're getting overtime. We're getting all these things, but yet our bank account and our bank is still in negative.
Come on.
Okay.
Why is that? Because of these curses. Go ahead, brother.
So like y'all the one. It's a heavy thing that you're bringing out right now, and I'm not gonna hold too much time. I just got another precept if I may. This is Psalm 69 and verse 22. It says, "Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap."
Man, that table that's set before you is a snare unto you. It's a trap. It's supposed to be a blessing, but it's a trap unto you, man. So when you go to work, you think it's going to be a blessing to you. It's still a trap to you because you're not going to benefit from it. All the things that the government gives you is going to, that they lay at your table so you can get all these PPP loans, all these things. Those are all traps. When it's supposed to be blessings, you shouldn't have to ask for a PPP loan because the Lord will bless you for all the stuff that you do if you hearken and listen unto what the Lord is telling you.
That's right.
But the problem is we don't hearken. We think we know more than the higher power now. We think we can get it by economics.
Right.
We think we can get it by all coming together as one and just doing political, try to take over your oppressor. This is what we think we need to do. We want to take over our oppressor. We want to get our own little, we call it monopolizing the city and getting money and stuff like that. That's what we think our power is. But yeah, we've seen millionaires, we've seen rappers, entertainers, we've seen all these entertainers get money. And they still die. Coolio just passed away.
That's right.
Had all kind of money.
Right.
At age, damn near 59, not even 60 years old, dead. That's relatively young. Because these curses come upon us. No brother should be dying at 60. I mean, come on, man.
So like y'all the one.
Go ahead, brother.
I think the scriptures, if I may say, that the Most High has given us 70.
He gave us 10. That's what, 85, 60,
That's
20,
70.
60, 75 years old. That's 10, 80 years old. That brother makes it to 60 and gone. These are curses, man. Our brothers and sisters are dying at early ages. Untimely deaths. Rappers dying at 25 years old. And if they ain't dying, they getting life in prison. They getting football jersey number, 87 years, 75 years, 30 years in prison at age 25 years old, getting RICO charges. Tell me that's not cursing. We straight curse, you understand? But there's ways we can come out of it. Lord said, if you hearken unto my voice. But we're not hearkening. Keep reading, bro.
Okay.
Verse 18.
Verse 18. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land.
Curse will be the fruit of thy body. Man, break that down to me. Anybody break that fruit of thy body? Curse will be the fruit of thy body. Go ahead. What's the fruit of a body?
So like y'all the one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Officer Sean.
Your
Children, man. Our fruit of our body is cursed, bro. Our kids are coming up because we're teaching them how to smoke, drink, all these things. Our children are starting to do the same thing. Our children are starting to do the same things you're doing. So we still leave it on that curse. A lot of people always say what generational curses. We all family like to say that generational curses. Well, the fruit of our body is cursed because we're teaching our children the same exact things that we did. And now our children are cursed. And we wonder why they don't make it past 18. We wonder why they get hit with stray bullets. We wonder why they get, all these type of diseases at young ages. Because we taught them not to hearken to the Most High's voice. Keep reading.
Okay. And the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, of thy kid, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Now a lot of people don't have flocks and sheep no more, but the Lord talks to us in those type of metaphors because that's what we were doing back then. We sheep herders. That's what we did. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. But now we come to bring that into the year 2022. We talk about your job. We talk about everything that you try to do. You're not being prosperous in these things, even though you should be. Work hard enough for it. Everybody always say, pull yourself out of the bootstraps. Black people don't know how to work. But we one of the hardest people out there working. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we work hard out there.
So like y'all the one.
Go ahead, bro.
Don't nobody work harder than Yahanna.
Y'all still be out there, boy, getting it. And they still not blessed. How can somebody work that hard and you're going to tell them they don't work hard enough? And how come somebody that hard working don't have anything? If you work that hard, you should have a lot to show for it. And we don't, because we've been cursed. You understand? Because not only have we been cursed, we refuse to hearken unto the Lord's voice. We refuse to do, we want to do things our way. We refuse to do things the Lord's way, even though we have not tried it. We tried everything else. We tried to go back to Africa movement. We tried integrating ourselves together. What else we tried? We tried different religions, Malcolm X. We tried the Black Panthers. People said we got to come together with power. We tried to come together with political power. That didn't happen. Instead of us coming back to these books and understanding God's laws, statutes, commandments that He's given us to us, maybe we should try that. It never worked.
Come on.
You understand?
Come on.
Let's keep reading.
Sir, my name.
You might try to-
It's funny how they all tell us to pull ourselves up by their bootstraps, but we was their bootstraps.
Oh, yeah. Bootstrap. Absolutely right.
Right.
So that's asinine. It tells the builders about the bootstrap, man. Like we want to stay down. Like this is what we're doing. We don't want to work. We want to stay low.
Right.
That's crazy. Asinine. Can you read it?
Okay, verse 19. Curse thou.
It's like it's just. Somebody hit that camera. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out. Verse 20. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke, and all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do,
Go ahead.
until thou be destroyed.
So thou be destroyed. Keep going.
So I got one if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh, I got a precept on that. Psalm 80 and verse 16. It said, it is burned with fire. It is cut down. They perish at the rebuke of thy countenance. That's the most, that's King David saying that the Most High, He punishes us based on what we do.
That's right.
And His countenance, it is what rebukes us. Us having fear of the Most High will keep us in line.
That's right.
But somewhere down the road, down the line, we forgot to fear the Most High. You know what I mean? So like,
No, they said it because fearing the Most High, they it's spiritual. They fear the Most High, they thinking that that's religion. You know, we shouldn't fear the Most High. God is all loving. God is all kind. You shouldn't be afraid of the Most High. Well, damn, you should be afraid of what He can do to you.
Exactly.
Most of us have parents. Most of us have fathers. Yeah, I was afraid of my father coming up. You understand me? My father said something like, yes, sir, whatever you say.
Come on.
I was afraid because I reverenced him, man. I feared what he could do to me. Although I love my father, he loved me, but damn, some days I messed up. I thought he didn't love me the way he was getting up on me. You know what I mean? But that kept me straight. It kept me out of trouble. It kept me in a straight line. The Lord is the same way. The Lord loves you, but also He's going to rebuke you. You should have reverence for the Most High God. You should understand that this man will murder you if he got you, he'll kill you. But we don't have that type of reverence, man. We don't have that type of discernment for the Most High. We would be stealing things our own way. Keep going, brother.
Okay. Until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings.
Because what?
The wickedness of thy doings.
You will be destroyed quickly because of the wickedness of your doing. But most of us don't seem to be afraid of the wickedness that we do. That the Lord, most of us are not afraid of the punishment that the Most High God will give us, because we don't see His wrath on us immediately. Immediately, we see brothers out here, you know, acting wickedly, doing dope, selling drugs to our brothers, all these things. So therefore, we don't see the destruction of that person. So we want to keep on doing the same things because we don't see. There's a precept on that saying, because it don't come upon you, and I'm just paraphrasing, because you don't see the destruction come upon you quickly, you think it's okay. That's why everybody say, well, he was doing it, she was doing it, nothing happened to them. Just because you didn't see nothing happen to them doesn't mean that they won't be punished for it. It's because you didn't see it happen. You understand? Punishment, no one gets away with anything they've done corrupt. No one gets away with that. Go ahead, brother.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. If I may,
all right. That's a question. Because when a woman's with child, and she has pain, they just come upon her. She don't know when she's gonna happen. They say they give you between 10 minutes. They kind of get it down to the moment, but they don't know exact time. So when she's prevailing and when pains come, they just come. That's just how your consequence is gonna come. When one day you see them with no problem, they're just selling their dope, being homosexual, all these things, having a good life. You see them enjoying their life, and in your mind you wonder, damn, I'm over here serving the Most High God, I'm following the laws, statutes, commandments, and I'm struggling, and they're able to do what the hell they want to do, and nothing's happening to them. Just remember, quickly it comes upon, quickly, and you may not see it. One day you might say, hey, where's so and so? Oh, they died. They're locked up. They're in prison. They're in the hospital. Trust me, God is going to get what's his. No one leaves this earth unpunished. There was a punishment coming in this life or the next. We'll get into that later. You understand? You do believe in regeneration. You understand? You will come back on this earth again. So no one leaves here unpunished. You just have to ask yourself, do you want to follow law, statutes, and commandments, not be punished swiftly like our people who act wickedly, or you just want to say the hell with what the Lord says, do your way. That choice is up to you. Go ahead, brother, you want to say something?
Oh, sorry, sir. I was gonna piggyback off what you just said. Right, because the Lord, He does require a recompense.
He does require. I require what's mine.
Right.
I require what's mine. Lord gonna get his. You ain't gonna shortchange the Lord. He gonna get what's required of him. You know. What official last word?
Okay.
So official we started.
That was at the end of 27.
All right.
Whereby thou hast forsaken me. Verse 21, last verse. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land.
Man, the pestilence, he's gonna make the pestilence cleave to you. Genius. Consume thee from off the land. Go ahead, brother.
It called monkeypox, coronavirus, HIV, AIDS, cancer, syphilis.
Run them off.
All them different diseases have clung to our people. They stick to our people like, you know what I'm saying, like crazy glue, you know what I'm saying?
To the point that we lead the charge in all of them.
Exactly.
All of them, we lead the charge. You black and Spanish, we are leading the charge in all the things that the brother just said. All of them. I mean, especially one that high blood pressure. We die in the high blood pressure like it's crazy. And we still can't connect what that is from. We always say, I got high blood pressure. Back in the day, they called it sugar. Oh, my dad always make that joke. Oh, Lord, my baby got the sugar. And you can't put that together. What's going on with the sugars? Man, what's that, brother?
Oh, I got a precept if I may.
Yeah.
Amos chapter 4, verse 10, it says, I have sent among you the pestilence after the manner of Egypt. Your young men have I slain with the sword, and have taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils. Yet have you not returned unto me, saith the Most High.
Still ain't coming. The Lord gave you all these better diseases. You still ain't listening to the Lord. They shook you down with the COVID-19. You still ain't figured this out to come back to the Lord. He gave you AIDS. You still ain't figured to come back to the Lord. What else the Lord has to do to you to come back to his daggone good gracious? What else he got to do to you? You love living in that much sin that no matter what the Lord smites you with, you will continue in your sin versus just giving it up. Just let it go. And come into this school I.S.U.P.K. and learn these brothers who teaching you this thing, man.
That's right.
Under command of General Yahanna.
Right.
You understand? But you don't. You rather blame it on the next person, saying you rather blame it on your brothers and sisters, saying, well, the reason why we like this is because, we this and this and that. But we should be saying, we're those same children that was in Israel who didn't hearken unto the Lord's voice. And he stuck plagues on us back then. Because we was over there doing some wrong things over there in Egypt too. But the Lord still had mercy on us. And he plagued Egypt with all the stuff he was doing. All the same things that he plagued us with, he plagued Egypt with. Ain't nothing new in this Bible, man. It's all been there.
He gonna keep. We just hard-headed.
It's hard-headed. Stiff-necked. Stiff-necked people. That's what we are.
That's why most I keep calling us over and over and over.
Over and over again. I mean, it's like a redundancy in the scriptures, man, in the Old Testament. Go ahead.
Okay. Whither thou goest to possess it.
You weren't trying to break in the car.
All right, I'm trying to cry. Okay, yeah.
You just tips at the wrong meeting.
All right. Okay. I'll say it again.
Whither thou goest to possess it.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna stop right there. Anybody got anything to say? Do you have any questions online?
So like I didn't see anything on the Facebook or the YouTube. Let me check YouTube right now to make sure. I know there wasn't any questions on the Facebook. There's nothing in the YouTube either, just salutation greetings.
Okay, I'm trying to pray. Other than that, man, look. This Sabbath church is bringing them to you. Come every Saturday. The Sabbath church is from 12 to 1. 335 Glenwood Road. Come down. Understand what the Lord is giving you. Learn the law, statutes, commandments. We give you back your culture, man. If the oppressor took your culture, we're here trying to get it back. We're trying to wake up our people, wake them up from the dead. You understand? To know who you are. So these curses won't come upon you. That's the reason why I want to come into this. There's a lot more curses in here. I encourage you to read the rest of Deuteronomy 28, 15 all the way down into the chapter. you'll see how your oppressor got on top of you. But just remember, if you listen to what the Lord is telling you, and hearken to the Lord's words, all the curses won't come upon you. You understand? You will get more blessings than you will curses. You understand?
Go.
All right. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and close up the Sabbath service, and the water minute, give yourself a hand. Join us October 4th. We're gonna be having the Day of Atonement. It will be another Sabbath, just like we're doing now, and we'll go ahead and start. The atonement for the Most High God. 24 hours of no eating nor drinking. You understand? And there won't be a closing, but we will. The following day, we will have some type of food here, so you can break the fast. All right. Following that, we're gonna have the Feast of Tabernacles. That's gonna be on Sunday the 9th. The Feast of Tabernacles. It's gonna be the 9th to the 17th of October. So just make sure you check the bulletin boards and get the right dates back. After that, if you are heading to the cookout for tomorrow, be safe travels. Lord be with you, and get it over there, and just go ahead and show you what an excellent brotherhood that's waiting for us, man. The brotherhood and sisterhood is unmatched in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
You know how to come out there and speak. You're gonna see the brothers out there, brothers and sisters out there dancing, food, glorious time. So I hope to see everybody there. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and end up first with the Lord's Prayer.
I'll have it.
All right, you got it ready? All right, with that,
Shalom.
all of Israel, Lamasha. Apaga Budong, face the east. So.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Avanah. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. I.S.U.P.K. Yahanna. Malak Sabbath. Ratazakah. I.S.U.P.K. Bashamayim. Natham. Lanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalat. Nanawa. Kawa was not Kasalak. Kasalak Nawa. Kal was the Yanawa. Wala. Nawa. Bana Sayawan. Ball. Habashanawa. Sayan. Rai. Saya. Waka. Hawalakwa. Wa Halaa. Wa Hatapara. La Awalayam. Amen.
This is the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name.
Thy
kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
On earth as it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
This day,
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Give us our debts.
Forgive our debtors.
And we forgive our debtors.
Not to temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
Deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be.
So be it.
Psalms. Israel, Shabbat, be seated. That being said, now we're going to pass the class over to our preaching officer, Sean.
Shalom, Israel. This is I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started at the 1 West 125th Street Hall, New York. Roof under Commander General Yahanna. Roof a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has been has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, my ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like, whatsoever amount that you would like. Upcoming Holy Convocation, we have the Day of Atonement, which will be the 4th of October. And we would like to remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And we'd like to ask you to Google the address every time that you come to the school, which is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. It kind of helps out with the algorithm and help bring attention to the school. And with that, men of Israel, Almighty, which means stand. One courtesy look to the teacher. Men of Israel, Almighty, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And what we said in Hebrew translated to the English, may the Lord in the name of Christ bless you. Yahweh means hands down. SARS, we have sisters in school. Imagine, stand. Men of Israel, about Shabbat, Almighty, Barak,
Yahweh Shemar by Hashem Yahushua.
And what I said translated in the Hebrew, translated to the English, may the Lord watch over you in the name of Christ, Yahweh Top, hands down, class dismissed.
Is that what you looking for, Daddy? And was you looking for Daddy? Is that what that was?